Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Megan, and this channel is all about the Immanuel Approach. Perceiving the living, loving, interactive presence of Immanuel, who is God with us every moment, through gratitude and appreciation. And I hope you can hear me. I am in the end of one of my favorite walks, and we actually have water, living water, flowing through our little stream, and that's pretty rare for Southern California, so I am hoping you can hear me. And today's episode is near and dear to my heart. I wanted to share with you basically a live and well's description of what the Immanuel Approach is, and it shouldn't come as a surprise to you if you've been around this channel for any length of time. You'll hear a lot of repetition, and I want to read it to you and highlight a particular thing that's really been on my heart. So it's, they say the Immanuel Lifestyle and Approach is a process of connecting personally and interactively with the Lord and removing barriers and hindrances to an intimate, interactive lifestyle of connection with Him. And so the goal is to build and deepen a securely attached relationship with the Lord, one that increases our capacity to stay connected to Him even in difficult life experiences or difficult life situations or painful experiences. And the part I want to highlight is increases our capacity to stay connected to Him or experience connection with Him even in difficult life situations or painful experiences. And so that's the part that hit me this week. I've been thinking a lot about it, and because currently my husband and I are going through some pretty difficult life experiences and very painful, and it's been a little challenging to keep up with the YouTube channel and all of the other things that I have my hands in, and it's, yeah, I mean, that's just the bottom line, is it's been a real challenge. And so I've been thinking a lot about this lifestyle because it can sound really good when you're going along and life is good, you know, and so I just wanted to share briefly with you just a couple things, again, promoting this lifestyle from a real life situation, because it actually does change things. And so I am 56 years old, and the beginning of my 50s, I was actually 49. I went through a very harrowing life experience and got through that one and thought, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. And then I've shared about it. I'm laughing because I just, you can only laugh. And then a couple of years after that, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and went through breast cancer treatment. And I thought at that time, this is the hardest thing I've ever gone through. That's why I'm laughing. And so fast forward to our current situation that we're going through, and several times this week I said, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through, and that's why I'm giggling. I'm not giggling at the situation because although there have been really funny moments in this whole situation that my husband and I find ourselves in, I would covet your prayers for my husband, particularly as he's dealing with some pretty life-altering stuff. And so we are in the midst of it, you know, in a difficult life situation and painful experience. And so the challenge is it's just challenging to perceive the presence of Immanuel with you in these difficult experiences, because when you're experiencing pain, it takes you to the part of the brain where you can't actually perceive the presence of the Lord. And so yeah, and what do you do when you're experiencing overwhelm, hopeless despair, your deep sadness and grief? What do you do, And I've never wanted on this channel to make it sound like this is just the, happy clappy, like not realistic, not authentic kind of way of life. I hope you haven't picked that up from me at all. But I strive to be very authentic and, just share from my heart. And so we're in the bleep storm. And if you know me personally, you know that cussing, I love Jesus and I cuss a little, but I'm trying to keep it clean here on the YouTube channel. And but I think what is so unique about this lifestyle is that it does actually increase your capacity. If you're putting in the practices, it increases your capacity to stay connected to Him when you're in the bleep storm. And I've experienced that this week, because I feel really overwhelmed and I feel held. I feel hopeless despair and I feel held. I feel like so much uncertainty, and I feel loved in it. And this doesn't mean that I don't lose my stuff. Yesterday was such a difficult day, and my relational circuits went off. I wasn't really even aware, and I pushed myself too hard, and knew I just needed to give myself a break. And so I think what I love about this lifestyle is that it doesn't just slap a happy smile on it. It actually gives you tools to be able to get through the bleep storm of life, the bleep storms that are going to keep coming. The times of life that you think this is the hardest thing. And I that's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, I guess I have many hard things to go through until I die, because I think, which many people think that's morbid, but I can't wait. I'm not wishing for that, but I just literally can't wait to be with Jesus. So just so you know, that probably sounds really strange, but I don't want to leave, just so you know. I love my life, and I'm totally backtracking around all of that, but hopefully you hear my heart. Anyway, I love this quote out of Joyful Journey, and Joyful Journey is a little booklet that teaches you the ins and outs of Immanuel journaling. And this quote hit me right when I was going through my breast cancer treatment in a time of deep despair. And the quote is, healing is not the absence of pain, or you could say difficult life experiences, painful, trauma. That's not healing. Healing is not the absence of pain. Rather, it is the presence of God, Immanuel, and His continuing involvement in our lives. And I will tell you that is that changes everything. And that might tweak your theology. I know it tweaks my theology when you expect God to come in and just do all these miracles and stuff. But I've learned through many life experiences that actually it's the presence of someone who actually cares about you, who created you, who loves you, who knows you in and out, who wants the best for you, and shows up every single time. The most reliable, consistent, loving presence in the universe is available every time you need it in those difficult, painful life situations that you're going through. So I just want to encourage you, and I don't know if this was encouraging at all, maybe not, but it is truly my heart to live out this lifestyle in authenticity and in real time, so that people know that this relationship with the God of the universe can be closer than you ever dreamed and imagined. So thanks for being here. I wanted to ask you, if you are going through a difficult life experience right now, how would you love Immanuel to show up for you? And if you feel safe enough, respond in the comments for me. And so right now, how Immanuel is showing up for me, he showed up for me on this walk. My favorite bird is a red-tailed hawk, and there were two circling right above my head. And I know that's a sign that I am loved and cherished and held. And so blessings to you. Look for Immanuel everywhere, because he's everywhere. Bye.